Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's class. We started a bit late here, about way through Granary here. On we have two of the top teams in Intel for Grant, and on the blue team is all this div needs a hero with Scully on medic, Snake Eater on soldier, Sohan on scout, Zaya on soldier, Glitchy on combat scout, and Tom on demo. On the red team we have Chud with Voxy in flank, Pistol on demo, Tira on combo, Nam on soldier, Cam on medic, and Jacob on soldier. Well, it looks like here that this div is trying to last here, trying to see what kills they can get. They've already dropped Jacob, so it's gonna be a pretty easy take unless red team decides to. Unless a Chud decides to recontest here with Uber. It looks like they're going to be taking a trade here. And Scully's forced to flash a lot of the team, so they end up on a disadvantaged position here, and they are pushed back to last. They do lose a demo here, so we can see Chud aggressing to last here, trying to see what they can get. What do you think, Corbt?
Yeah, this is the blue team's map pick, but they've been pushed all the way back to their last for a long time now. This is still the first map, and the red team's getting onto the point here. Only the soldiers can come in to stop them, but they're clearing them up quickly, and that's one round for the red team.
Yeah, a really back and forth round. It almost like round reset there. Really nice to see it'll start off with Chud Life's advantage with 1-0 to them. Let's take a look at this mid fight and see how it goes.
Yeah, let's see how the blue team responds to this. This div needs a hero. They're coming from the upper bracket, and this is their first map pick, Granary. So let's see how they play this. Tom's playing on the low ground. I think Jacob's going for the immediate high bomb, sort of a solo bomb, but his team's coming to collapse now. So much mayhem going on in DC, as there always is. It's 3 up for blue, 4 up for red, and they keep their medic alive. Zaya's trying to go in for a salvage play, but can't get much with the scout staring at him, and he's just going to run away with his tail between his legs.
Chud Life picks the middle here, and is looking very well for them to push it to second, as they do have full ad at this current point.
Yeah, let's see how they play this. They're going to try and... Well, they should be trying to take this advantage as far as they can take it. I think they're just waiting for spawners now, but... This div needs a hero is all the way back on their second, not even going for the 7 CP holding yard. We've got one play here on the left side, but he's also running out, and there's just no presence for the blue team here. It's free for the red team.
They almost caught the zone here, but they are going to be taking this Uber from the left side into this div, which have already exited, and they are forced, and they're trying to see what they can get on last here. But Scully, Tom, and Glitchy have already bunkered up, and now this div has full ad and looks ready to push it to second.
Yeah, bit of mayhem being caused by div's flank there, and they are going to get the Uber off. Don't know if they're going to get much with it. Unfortunately, Scout Speed's been in the game for many years now, so the red team can get out for free. They're looking to regress here. The demo jumps in. Med might be caught in shutter. He's trying to dodge everything, and he might just get into the shutter there. That's an incredible play from Scarly, saving the Uber charge for Div Needs a Hero, and they're going to need it as it is 40% disad for them.
It looks like Chud Life is taking all they can get on second here. They got 3 bigs and full Uber ad. It looks really grim for this div, but let's see if Snake Eater and Glitchy are able to salvage it.
And they just kept the point. Both scouts on the point. Nothing Div can do to salvage that, and it's 2 up for Chud Life already.
A really quick round with very dominating Chud Life perspective here. This does look like a very dominating game for them, but maybe a miracle happens and this div can take it back. I certainly believe in them. Let's take a look. Scully almost exceeding the Bing limit as well, so that must be pretty tough.
Yeah.
The demo dies instantly. Tom is able to just find the stick on the demo.
Yeah, beautiful sticky snipe from Tom. We see the soldier going in for the high bomb again. It's getting bounced around by these scouts. Not going to get anything, Nam. And it's another clean... Whoa, it's the first mid, I believe, for Div Needs a Hero.
Yeah, they instantly got out as soon as they lost the demo, and they had like a double soldier bomb, which...
Yeah. Great
And
sticky
it blew
snipe from
badly.
Tom there. Those mids, very important. Whoever can get to mid first can get a clear advantage. See, the red team is holding a lunchbox here, and they're actually, I don't know if they're using or getting forced. They're coming back in through Z. Scarly's gonna drop! I don't know if that's a drop or if that's a near charge death, but they had the arrows out, and they couldn't get the uber charge there.
Yeah. Chud Life just rebuilt Uber and came back into them with 20% ad. Scarly could do nothing to just stop the scout from two-shooting her there. And they seem to be taking space off this, taking back mid and gaining 20 more ad if they wanted to take second with it as well. They're just greeding out on the scout here, trying to see what they can get, but sadly Glitchy just runs out. And Chud Life isn't able to get another pick.
Yeah, it's still a bit of a cagey game here. It's still the first map in this Intergrand Finals. I think there's a lot of players who can sort of see that they're going for something and then sort of calling it off, playing a bit passively. We'll see who can take the spoils at the end of this. It's currently 20% advantage for Chud Life. Not sure if they're going to take it, but they are aggressing. They're already through yard clean. They're still picking Shutter as well, and they use through Shutter here. Here we go. Blue team is going to get Uber, but their position's so far back. They are going to use on the left Shutter. Demo gets caught.
The flank is completely dismantled, and the demo gets caught. The medic is on 19 HP in the dream, trying to get back to the point, and scout speed is just too overbad for them to get the medic. Although Chud Life is in a really advantageous position here. They have 10% ad and looking ready to push it to last.
Yeah, beautiful roof splash shot from Snake Eater there is going to find a pick, and that's quite important for them as they do have 20% disadvantage. They're actually pressuring all the way into second here. Glitch is going for this aggressive play, and it looks like he has successfully muscled out Chud Life. The demo's spamming the point, seeing what they can get, but they're actually all the way out of Shutter.
A really good play from this div, taking back 2 bigs and being able to push back into second here. Although Cam is still on 20% ad, and they're all pushing Z to try to see what they can get here. But
yeah, they're
Scarlet seems to
bustling
be already
through
out
Z
and already
here.
have Uber.
Yeah, they get out safely. They are going to use in this left Shutter again. Glitchy trying to see what he can get. Getting those meat shots off, takes down the demo, takes down the soldier, and stays alive to tell the tale. It's a great Uber for this div, and they're trying to see what they can get on yard here. Mid's just trying to get out, does get caught from the roller from Tom. Incredible pipe from him, and Voxy's come in for a salvage play, and it is not going to get it. Incredible plays from this div.
Yeah, this div was able to like make back such a disadvantageous position. It was really nice to see, and they're gonna be taking back mid with this. Maybe there is still hope for this div, and they have 50% ad gonna be pushing into second with that, I assume. And
yeah, it's a great turnaround from this div, going down 2-0 on this first map, which is their map pick. It seemed to have taken all the momentum with them. They're going to have 50% Uber advantage here. Do have to watch out for the sniper and forwards. I believe they do know. So they're just sitting in garage here, 100%, potentially using through. They are. They're trying to catch as many as they can. Demo might be caught, gets juggled, and is caught. Seeing if they can get the soldier here. I believe it is Nam who is going to safely get out of left Shutter here, but it is the second point for this div.
Looks like Chud Life is on full percent ad here, and they're gonna be trying to muscle back into second. Egg Fried Rice's Snake Eater are trying to get some shenanigans going on high, but they are both caught by the scouts and soldiers, and this dip is pushed back into mid here.
Yeah, both of the soldiers. Yeah, it looks like it's going to even out here, but both soldiers going for a play there. You got to always watch out for these sneaky soldiers. There is a trap on Cat. It is spotted, which is thankfully for Chud Life, and they're just getting through Cat here, taking all the high ground. Still even Ubers. Will we see a trade here? Looks like this div is trying to get through. They will get the trade off, and it looks favorable for this div. Trying to see what they can get. They do pick up Nam. Tom is pretty low, but just survives in garage, and the mid gets caught. It's sort of a 2v2 scrappy DM fight here. Incredible focus fire from Chud Life to take down, I believe it's Zohan, and Tom falls quickly after that.
Yeah, a very good both for Chud Life here. They were able to just completely collapse onto this div, and like you saw that as soon as their Uber faded, like 3 players got dropped almost instantly. So very good stuff from them here. I will say this div is trying to recontest here and taking back what's theirs. With 1 player advantage, they are able to take back mid here, and Snake Eater looks like he's egoing a DC. He misses that. Chud Life comes up on crits and trying to outbuild Scarly here and trying to go for something sneaky. I'm not sure if this div knows yet, but they seem to be building pretty well. By their positioning, I assume they don't know.
Yeah, the peeking shot now. Here comes the crits. Tom is going to fall. Zyra's going to fall. That Sticky and DC just isn't going to catch Scarly. They run away into their own garage, but it's incredible crits from Chud Life. Now, the jig is up. Blue team does know that they have full Uber advantage and the enemy team is on crits. They're going to try and get their forward spawns, and they will. Very important on this map, and let's see how they try and take this Uber advantage.
Really good escape by Glitchy and Scarlet there, and they look like they have the players back here, and they're coming back in the mid for a full ad push. Chud Life looks very ready to leave, except Jacob, who might get caught in DC here, but he just simply leaves. Ubers are evening out, but crits always loses to Uber, so let's see if Chud Life is able to pull a miracle, or if this diff is just gonna simply out Uber them.
Yeah, let's see if Pistol can do it again. On the Quickie Bomb launcher is going to get his first. Snake Eater falls. The correct response from this div needs a hero is to use Uber Charge, and this is why Uber Charge is the meta. They get caught with their pants down. The mid's trying to get out Lunchbox and will get out, so some salvage for Chud Life, but they are pushed back onto their second and might be back to their last soon.
Very nice collapse by the flank here. Completely takes out Scarly and Tom. Very good collapsed by Chud Life. As soon as the Uber boasted, the flank really just got on the combo and almost wiped out everyone. And they're going to be able to take mid back off this.
Oh, but Snake Eater's hiding in garage, picks up the mid instantly, is going to trade his life for it, but as a soldier, you'll take that trade any day. What a salvage play from Snake Eater.
Yeah, very nice play by Snake Eater there. Both teams are reconsolidated. Oh, never mind. This div needs a hero, seems to be pushing back into mid, seeing what they can get, but they can't seem to get anything except the point itself. And now they are on Uber advantage and have the middle point. It's looking dire for Chud Life here as they are pushed back into second. Although they are playing 7 CP, so let's see what they can do with that.
Let's see if they give up the yard here. Granary sort of called a 7 CP map because there's a yard hold and a second hold. And you can give up yard without giving up a point here. But it is Uber v Uber now. Cam has switched back to Uber Charge, so it's a true 40% advantage for this div. Let's see how they do it. Ideally, they don't want to use here unless players are caught, as they muscle this left side with 4 players. See Glitchy coming through Z, trying to be aggressive, but there's actually no players to catch. There is now, though, in the left shutter. Demo's bombing out. Mike Crater survives on 5 HP. Glitchy's now trying to run away as the collapse comes in from Chud Life. And they get the counter Uber here.
Yeah, the Uber back into second, and Zaya is here sneaking, trying to see what pick they can get on the medic, but the medic is too smart and leaves to give up second here. This div is up a lot of players, but they're down Uber Charge. Let's see if they. It looks like they're just gonna play second and build Uber, trying to survive the onslaught from Chud Life here.
Yeah, it's a 20% Uber advantage for Chud Life. They're not playing with any off-classes, so they might be taking the onus to take this small advantage. But I don't think this div is going to let them have it. They've already got a pick on the demo. It's a great pick for this div. And they're trying to muscle out this right shutter here. Bomb comes in from, I believe that's Toast. I think it gets one from that. They're still trying to get something, but they are going to pay for it. Down 1 player here. Demo's going to fall as well, still on 70% Uber and Z, and they're just bustling out here. Snake Eater with the escape plan running through DC.
Extremely risky play there by this div to try to muscle Lost with this ad, but they do get to have even Ubers on mid, so it does end up working out somewhat, although they weren't able to get Lost of it.
Yeah, it is very
slightly. And Snake Eater comes in with a drop on the medic. Snake Eater with the hide. It just keeps getting stuff and getting stuff. Looks like Scarly is going to be dropping as well to the soldiers. That is absolutely insane. Chud Life Snake Eater was able to salvage, but sadly we all dropped, and Scully dropped Uber, and they ended up with a disadvantaged situation here, getting pushed back into second.
Yeah, both mids dropping there. You don't see that all the time. Snake Eater having so much success with these plays in Garage, catching out the mid again. Both mids are going to spawn at the same time, so it is even Ubers, and I think both of them will be happy that things have calmed down a bit, as it is a stalemate here on mid.
Yeah, really. Really stalemate time at this moment. It's nice. It's nice to see both teams are building and trying to get some spam ahead here.
Yeah, let's see how Chud Life want to play it. They're up 2-0, 4.5 minutes on the clock. This is the first map in the Intergrand Finals for ozfortress Season 43. This is not their map pick, so they'll be very happy to come away with a win here, but it is Banny timer, so they cannot just stalemate out on mid for the rest of the game. They will eventually need to take the onus. As we see the Pocket Soldier jumping through DC here, they're going to see what they can get. Xayah is playing close, is going to be able to surf a rocket out of there. Glitchy's trying to take an aggressive trade, but the demo gets dropped. Tom falls, and Glitchy gets dropped, and the red team still has not used their Uber. Xayah's going to come in to try and salvage what he can, but this is looking really good for Chud Life here.
It looks like Chud Life are just able to take second with the Uber here, and Snake Eater's the only one left on blue team. 30 HP and the Dream, and he gets caught out by Nam. Looks like they're gonna be bushing Lost here with a huge player advantage. Two soldiers versus 2 scouts and a soldier here. Let's see if they're able to defend this. And this div with the massive defend here are able to just barely clutch on. And they get the demo pick, which is massive here. This div just but the soldier is going for the backup. Oh, and Toast has got out.
Yeah, very close margins there. Toast is going to fall. Good play to go for the back cap. But we'll see. It's still even Ubers here. This div is going to reclaim their own second point. And we might see another stalemate, if not for the sneaky off class.
Yeah, the spy is Toast coming up on spy here, trying to see what they can get. And this div is able to take back Yard. Even Uber's here. Let's see if the spy is able to accomplish much. He's just chilling on mid at the moment.
Yeah, he is on the default Invis Watch, so he's gonna have to go quick here. Scarly is. Oh, they are going to catch him. Beautiful spam rockets from. I'm not sure what that was. I think it was Xayah. But we are going to see a trade here in DC. The spy is not going to get anything. Scully is in the air, low with the Uber fading. Is going to kite the other way as her scout, which is unfortunate, and is going to get picked up there. And I don't think there's any more salvage plays possible for this div. They only got one up behind. The rest are spawning on last. Full momentum with Chud Life. Let's see them coming through the right shutter here. Soldiers bombing through. Scouts are through as well. Glitchy is going to have to get some clutch shots here to save it. Point is free, and they are going to cap it. It's 3-0 to Chud Life.
Quite unlucky for this div here. But I do believe they still have a chance to take it all back. I mean, we've seen counter rolls before, so maybe Chud Life can. I mean, maybe this div can take it back, but it looks like very advantageous for Chud Life. I will say the spy play is very interesting, but you gotta know, you don't play spy against the Highlander players. They're always known.
Yeah, very true. They just had the sixth sense for the spy timing there. As we see another high bomb from the red team. Sort of a spammier mid, no more soldiers going for something. Here's Nam trying to take the initiative, is going to get mulched by those scouts. Another bomb coming in. Is just not going to get Scarly there, but the scout is going to follow up. Beautiful team play there, and Red have got the pick they wanted. Now you can see the red in the eyes for this div. All they want is that mid kill on cam, but they're all going to get spotted. Good plays from Chud Life playing around the medic. The pressure is mounting though. No heals for the blue team means the soldier is going to have to leave. Tom's trying to hit a miracle pipe, is going to fall in DC. And overall, very solid consolidation for Chud Life. Snakey just trying to see what he can get. He's trying to get third time lucky in Garage, but Chud Life have learned from their mistakes, and they're going to go through DC.
Yeah, they did. They dropped a demo, so they can't really beak for a force on mid, which is very unlucky for this div. Voxy is just like an unstoppable wall. 3 people tried to stack into the medic, and I believe none of them were able to get through Voxy. So
Yeah, I'm not sure if this rig caught.
And the insane sticker trap by Tom is able to take out the whole combo with egg fried rice following up on the medic, dropping the red medic here, and he's able to find a fight with Voxy and completely win it. Zaya is absolutely ridiculous here, getting back into garage and reconsolidating on mid with his team, and they are able to take back the middle point of a stream of very, very fortunate plays for them.
Yeah, this game is just so back and forth. I think that's drop counter. I think that's number 3 for this game already, if not more. The red team Chud Life are going to get some forward spawns. We see a sniper in forwards again, very strong sightline, but it's going to get countered because Glitchy is going through Lunchbox, going deep all the way to Shutter. Are they still going to go for this all the way into last while they haven't capped second? Yes, they are. 60% only for Chud Life, and then is going to fall. That's the pick they needed. They're going to post on the right here. Voxy's trying to see what he can get, but is going to get cleaned up by Tom. Soldiers coming out through spawn, both of them weak. And this might be a round for this div. If they can hold on, only a soldier on top of the point could stop them. They've still got both scouts up, and there's a white for Chud Life. And a round for this div needs a hero.
That's a really, really insane round. Like, very, very valid take back from from this div here.
Yeah, momentum swinging back for this div. They are the highest seed in this grand final, so this div needs a hero is the second seed. Chud Life have fought their way from the lower bracket as the 3rd seed, I believe. And this is the first round. I think it's really the first time the momentum has been this far in favor for this div needs a hero. Let's see what happens. Tom again preferring that lower rollout. And once again, we see the immediate high bomb from Chud Life. Scout Voxy is trying to clean up the soldier's damage. The other soldier comes in though and is going to get an absolute nuke in DC. Only a combined 24 HP for this div needs a hero. What a play.
Yeah, absolutely ridiculous mid here. Nam and Toast are just so in sync, and Nam can like get so high up, and there wasn't much this div could have done about that. Very, 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 very nice mid by Chud Life here. Glitchy is getting up on the engineer, trying to salvage with a sentry here. Let's see how this last bush goes. Cam will finally be getting the Uber, and they look to be wanting to take this Uber through the left side here. Wait, right side here.
Yeah, it's full Uber ad for Chud Life. If they get the round here, this map is over and they'll be 1-up in the series. Let's see how they use it.
Uber.
Going through top.
And the sentry denies the demo, but they are still able to make a big snake eater here. Oh, and the air shot on Zaya completely renders him useless for this last, but the scouts are able to just simply collapse on the board and live here. And they're barely clutching on, and Cam finally falls. Looks like this div will be living to see another mid.
Yeah, very clutch hold from this div right there. They would have been going 1 down in the series as the highest seed, and with their map pick losing. They do have full ad here and all the momentum to go. They're going to try and see if they can pick up the scout. Just surviving, 3 HP left is going to fall. And we're going to see how they push into mid with, what is it, 90% advantage and 1 player pick. They're going to try not use here and get through DC clean, and they have. Snake Eater is going to fall on the flank, but they might get a counter pick on Nam for it. They will. Beautiful focus fire from the scouts to clean that up.
It looks like this div is trying to take a potential Uber through Gary here. They're bombing the demo in, but red team's already out, so they decide to not bop here. But Glitchy gets into second with Uber, trying to get some bigs on the compass scout and medic here, but they are simply able to escape. They do follow them all the way to home, all the way to last, but they don't seem to be able to get anything. Very, very unfortunate.
Yeah, they do get the demo pick there, but it is good, but they are not going to be able to get the mid.
And Nam just jumps in and completely stops them here. That's insane jumps from Nam here. Able to just completely drop the demo and drop the medic, completely recovering a somewhat painful situation for his team. Yeah,
beautiful read from Nam there to get a nuke and Shutter. And once again, this back and forth game, the momentum has completely switched the other way now. Chud Life pushing out from their last with the full ad. Let's see how they play it. Voxy's going to pick up Glitchy, trades left and right, but they are going to come out the better for it. The only thing they have to worry about is the Zaya hiding in Lunchbox. But I think they know. Voxy is going to go clear it.
And now the 1v1 between Voxy and Zaya. Wait.
It's sort of a bit of a stalemate. Both players not really wanting to peek the corner. They're still going out at an upper. It's been a
And
trade for the side
Zaya
of it.
able to take it in, and the Tira comes in to try to clean up Zaya, and let's see how Zaya handles this. And Tira is just able to clean up Zaya, but Chud Life is losing advantage over this and losing 3 of their players. The combo scout Nam and Demo are all dead, so this div is able to retake Uber advantage and able to retake Courtyard here. Looks like a trade might be bombing in any second now. Tom is kind of overextended, so he's just gonna get caught in the trade. The trade is a lot worse for this div here, and they are losing the flank soldier.
Yeah, Soldier's
Charlie
bombing for
is
the
able to
post.
step out.
Just going to get out. I believe it was 15 HP. And they are going to come back onto mid here. We'll see. They are going to rotate to Garage, and they're trying to push in here, heal up, and then push through Garage. Both soldiers getting through for Chud Life, and it looks like this div are all the way out. Leaving through Garage, and it is still even Ubers here, but they have given up mid to Chud Life. Chud Life here up 3-1. We're in Benny time. All they need is 1 round here to close out this first map in this grand final. Let's see how they play this even Ubers.
Nam gets in from DC, sees absolutely no traps, and is getting ready to jump back onto the enemy team. He is able to potentially find Tom here, and with a good cleanup from Tira, Tom goes down. Looks like Chud Life is going to be trying to get second here without needing to use, as they have. But Glitchy comes in for the trade here, and multiple people are caught out in this Uber. Chud Life seems to have a pretty good Uber here though, because they are up players at this current moment. They are able to take Scully out here and have Uber out for lost, but this div won't let them take that for free. They're trying to get a recovery, but unfortunately they're not.
Yeah, this is looking really good for Chud Life here. They have the medic up. It's going to be around 50% advantage by the time Scully spawns. And I don't think they're going to push immediately. They're just going to wait for the Uber. We see Glitchy on the sniper trying to see what they can get to save this for this div needs a hero. But 1 round here and the map is over for Chud Life. They're still healing up 80%. We'll see which door they want to go through. 6 people sitting around the medic talking about what the strategy is, and they are going to go through this left side door. They're going to use immediately to counter the sniper.
And Uber's taken on pistol, but he is immediately dropped. Although they were able to find the pick on Starly and the heavy, this is looking very, very, very grim for this div needs a hero, and
but they are going to hold it.
Chud Life, and they are able to hold it.
Yeah, Glitchy got a clutch pick there on the sniper in that left spawn door, and a clutch hold from this div needs a hero when it mattered. They're all going to come out to second here and get the cap. Will still be even Ubers, but incredible player advantage and momentum for this div needs a hero. They're already in yard, seeing what they can get on mid. Snake Eater going back into the garage that he loves, already got 2 mid drops in there. Coming out Cat, and they are going to try and pressure this. Glitchy is back on scout with his medic, and it's almost looking like another mid fight here as this div needs a hero is trying to come through garage. The double bomb going onto Cat is going to stuff out anything but a nice shot from Snake Eater. Another incredible shot in garage for Snake Eater onto Nam there.
Looks like this div is trying to come back onto mid with the 1 player advantage, but Bissell won't let them take it for free. Thomas seems to be pretty caught out in DC here, and Toast is able to just clean it up, but it does cost him his life here. This div loses 3 players, and Chud Life looks like they also lost 2 players, but they are able to take second if they are able to even it out and get in. But Glitchy is building better than Cam, and I love that.
Oh my goodness. Wait.
There was a med drop just then, but I didn't see it because my STV crashed.
I think they're changing map?
Yep.
Ah.
Chud Life is able to take it out, but they do change maps before we are able to receive all of it. So, although this div is on a point disadvantage now, they do have a clip advantage. I saw so many clips coming in from Snake Eater and Zaya, which will be going into frag movies at the end of the seasons. So, at least they do have that.
Yeah, the immediate map switch from there might have been from this div needs a hero as the home team, but when I think we missed the mid drop there and the round win for Chud Life, but they are going to take it 4-1. Incredible plays from Chud Life, back and forth game. They had incredible momentum at the start there, sort of lost it, but came back to clutch up at the end. Let's have a look at these logs, Sway. Nam top damaging with 324. Soldier's Paradise, Granary. What else can we see here?
I can't seem to be able to locate the logs. I'll have to just look them up on trends.df. Give me a second.
I can see, I think it's Tira sick in and out of the game with 32 kills, top kills, and incredible, once again from Glitchy, 2.5 KD. It's sort of a back and forth game here. Let's see what else we can see.
Literally just refusing to die that whole game. Even though his team had lost, he ended up with 3 doms at the end. So really wonderful plays from individual players on both teams, but quite unlucky for the 4-1 round loss.
Yeah, four drops, 2 each for both teams as well. Maybe the nerves catching up to them for into grand finals.
Yeah. What? Okay, I am finally able to locate the logs, but my browser seems to not be loading them. So Corbt will do the rest of the log analysis by himself.
Yeah, not really sure what else to say really. Both the soldiers really just had some incredible plays from both teams. I think both of them were so in sync, double bombing at the same time. Both scouts following up on the damage. Once again, the incredible 324 from Nam, the MGE god himself. See what else we can see here. 9 deaths in total for the game, deaths after charge for the medics. I think there were a lot of trades back and forth, and it was really on a knife's edge to see who would win the trades, but it does make for an entertaining game.
I am finally able to locate the logs, and I'm sure you all had Corbt's analysis, so you don't need me to yap back up about them. But yeah, they just become absolutely beautiful like logs from Nam and Tira here, able to just follow up on each other and sort their team into victory. Metalworks, it was Chud Life's pick, so this will be a lot more interesting. Will they fumble their own map, or will they be able to just take this one home?
Yeah,
I guess
it'd be very interesting to see if they can keep up this momentum. This will be the second map here, as SwaySway said. It is Chud Life's pick, CP Metalworks. Let's see what they can do here. We've still got a little bit of time before the game goes live.
And if Chud Life ends up losing their own map, the third map will be Bagel, so we'll get to see some Koth action potentially. But right now we are focused on potentially one of the maps of all time, Metalworks.
Yeah, let's see how this div responds to this. They need to win. It's win or go home for this div needs a hero. Second place seeded, but didn't really look so threatening on the Granary map.
Yeah,
they're gonna see what they can get. I really want to see if well, I want to see if Glitchy can get even more than a 2.5 KD.
I will say it was a pretty rocky season for Chud Life, so it's nice to see them being able to round this out and actually do so well in games, even if they don't end up taking it home. They had but if yeah, that was about it. I don't know why I'm continuing.
Well, this div needs a hero, as the second seed did win against the top seed Lana Del Rey fan club in a tight series, but they took both maps 3-2 and 2-1 in the upper page playoffs, then proceeded to go straight to Grands, but Chud Life have had to fight their way all the way through the lower bracket, all the way through the semifinals just to make it to Grands, and now they're in the position that they really wanted, or a perfect position, up 1-0 in grand finals. All they need to do is win one more map here.
And it looks like Metalworks is starting at the moment, and we'll get to take a look at these rollouts.
Yeah, I'm going to be on the Tom cam for this mid. Let's see what they can do. First mid on Metalworks. Where is he going to roll out? It's going to maybe miss the last sticky there, but it's going to come out main clean, even before the other demo. And let's see how they play this. Both teams playing towards Valley, playing right side. An immediate double bomb from this div needs a hero, but they are going to get cleaned up immediately. Xayah is going to get cleaned up. And it's sort of a counter crunch from Chud Life. It's just going to eviscerate the players in Valley, including Scarly. There's only one up left. Is going to win the 1v1 versus Tira, but Sick Mode is going to clean them up.
Very interesting mid here. It was really quick. The double bomb from this div unfortunately failed, and Chud Life was able to just take it back. But Xayah is gonna come up on the sniper and immediately drop Voxy here. So this div is although this div is trying to take it back here, they are still on full disad going into last here. So we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, Xayah now switching off the sniper. It's going to be a cookie cutter for this div needs a hero as they try and hold this last point. The momentum still with Chud Life as they have a 40% still Uber advantage. Let's see how they want to play this. I think they're trying to go through the left side. Snake Eater is going to see what he can get. Does force the Uber and gets the players weak. It's going to cost them his life as the Uber comes out here. Very close to Uber charge for this div needs a hero, but it doesn't matter. Cap the point and you win the round. 96% Uber charge left for Scully, but it's not going to be enough.
I mean, nothing beats double scout on a point. That was like just really quick gameplay from Chud Life there. This div was just unable to react to fast enough, which is very, very unfortunate for them here. We will be taking a look at this new med fight, which is gonna be starting out in 3, 2, 1. Tom is able to get in here and able to get some early damage on the soldiers and on the scouts. Maybe, but it looks like a Chud Life is just going to be taking position here, getting on the hide, and Toast is coming in, seeing what he can get in Valley. Although he does get caught with his pants down, getting way too far away from his team. But he is able to find the pick on the medic here, giving his team the mid and full advantage into second.
Yeah, Scarly unfortunately getting caught out in Valley again. We see the salvage play coming out. Tom is going to pick up one scout. Now Snake Eater comes in for the follow-up through choke and is going to salvage that. That is the mid did for Chud Life. Incredible salvage plays from this div needs a hero. And it's going to be a soldier 1v1 here on Metalworks to finish it off. Xayah unfortunately has the low ground. Is going to hit a nice surf onto balcony. Both soldiers. It isn't going to get it.
That 1v1 was like the most interesting part of that mid. Like, that was like, that had dreams in it. That had tears. Insane 1v1 coming in from Toast and Xayah there. But Chud Life is gonna end up stabilizing on mid here. Although this div is on a 20% advantage, so maybe they will be taking this in and trying to get something off it. Snake Eater is very far on the flank here, but trying to spam out Toast and Voxy, but doesn't seem to be getting anything.
Yeah, it looks like it will be the first stalemate of the match. This div takes a hero, will have 30% advantage, but they're not positioning themselves like they're going to take it. Tom just setting up some sticky traps in house, or just outside of house, and it is now on the onus for Chud Life to see how they're going to try and convert this into a round. And we see them sort of muscling their way into house here. Again, just sort of spamming out each other, not really getting much. Flank is playing in alley. Snake Eater goes in for a bomb here, gets Voxy very low and will get the pick. An incredible pick for this div needs a hero. Sort of taking the pressure off for them.
But it does end up, Zohan does end up getting overcommitting for the nap pick and ends up dying for it.
Yeah, just a trade on the flank there is all that's going to come out of it. We see they are going to rotate heals Chud Life into the enemy team's alley. Snake Eater trying to get out, is going to get caught from a quickie bomb launcher from pistol. And Xayah might also get caught in the low ground. As we see, Scarly is getting out with the full Uber. They're not going to contest second here. An incredible dry push from Chud Life is going to get them the second point.
This div is still down 2 soldiers, so Chud Life is going to be trying to grind to loss, see what they can get. They might be. They probably will be taking sacks here from the right side as Nam and Toast get in, trying to get some bigs on Snake Eater and Glitchy, but aren't able to find anything. Tom is dead here, and Voxy just gets in and gets on the point. And the Uber is forced out here by this div. Chud comes back in with the Uber here, and they have a pretty decent Uber ad and able to just take out this round. Although this div is doing what they do best and fighting back on last, able to just completely take it back here. And
oh my goodness!
And the medic on last gets it.
Incredible! Oh my goodness! Cam with the solemn vow just to clean up that scout, the last player alive for this div, and is going to secure the round for his team. They go up 2-0 here on the second map into Grand Finals. His own sort of halfway play there.
Absolutely beautiful big by the medic. Do no harm is completely disregarded though.
And it's another round for Chud Life. They're up 2-0 here, 18 minutes left on the standard regulation time. We're going to see another mid here, Tom coming through house. We see the immediate soldier bombs from Chud Life and the counter bombs from this div needs a hero. They are both going to get a mid pick for it, but a 3-player ad for Chud Life, and they're just trying to clean up this scout on the low ground, and he is going to get caught out. Another mid for Chud Life.
Another evens on second. Except Chud Life is only leaving a scout behind and trying to get all the space they can get on second here. Soldiers are Toast is gonna get into lobby a bit extended here, but trying to find what he can get. Looks like it's potentially evens lost, but Tom is big ballsing second here, trying to push as many people as he can out. Glitchy comes in for the support, and they are able to restabilize on the second, with even second being played here.
Yeah, Snake Eater is going to cover Zaya on 2 HP sitting on that pill, and is going to allow both of the soldiers to live and get 2 picks for it. As we see, this div needs a hero. They're trying to dry push Valley here with the 2 picks. They are going to pick up the enemy team's demo there, as well as Chud Life is just trying to get out of choke, get out of house as quickly as they can, and preserve this Uber charge. As we see a clean mid, clean dry push for this div needs a hero.
Chud Life is on 30 unknown out here because Scully ended up separated from this guy and unable to beam. But I don't think they are aware of this advantage. So this div is just going to be taking flank here, playing at evens, and getting ready for the soldier to stack. So Zaya comes in, and as Chud Life takes an Uber into the enemy demo, killing them. So Zaya isn't able to find anything again. He will land on the medic and get picked out.
Yeah, very unfortunate time from Zaya there. One more second he would have had it. But the counter pop from this div needs a hero is going to come in and just completely eviscerate everyone standing there. Voxy's the last man standing, is going to fall. We see the high bomb from Jacob. Unfortunately, again, a mistiming is just going to bomb onto nothing. Sick mode, I believe that is Pistol trying to get something, but cannot get anything. And Scarly lives to tell the tale on, I think that was less than 20 HP. As we see the momentum switching for this div needs a hero, they are finally going to get onto the enemy team's second here, and they're going to have Uber charge with it. See the off glass is coming out from Chud Life. They're going to go with the sniper and the engineer, trying to hold this Uber disadvantage. And we've got a few seconds here before I believe this div needs a hero are going to try and take this Uber charge. Are they going to push through the left again, or are they going to opt to go through a different door?
They're playing a very standard last here. This Chud Life just comes in on crits to try to get an boost here, but this div will get Uber and will be taking it on dot. Beautiful BOGO from Tom here is able to just lock them out of spawn, but Nam is holding this flank like it's life dependent on it. Toast is able to get the pick on the medic, and Voxy is coming in on heavy here, and they might be able to stabilize.
An incredible play from Glitchy there. It's just going to run straight back in. And it's going to drop, I believe that's Cam. Drop Cam, only just getting 100% Uber. Maybe a ping diff there, but Red's medic is going to drop there. And unfortunately, that means that Chud Life cannot push out on last. It's going to be another last hold for Chud Life. What an incredible play from Glitchy there.
Yeah, very insane. Very insane recovery here. Getting them the space they need to be able to just force them back into last again. Pistol will be off-classing off his demo into Sniper, trying to get a big in lobby, but Glitchy just shuts him straight down.
Yeah, an interesting play off-classing your demo there. Now, this div needs a hero. They're trying to pressure to see what they can get.
Glitchy
They
gets
know...
the second pick, and they're getting into loss. They're down both the combo scout and the demo.
Yeah, it's looking good for this div needs a hero. They know that that sniper was the demo man, and they're trying to see what they can get, just pressuring. But I think they're going to back out again and just play it even Ubers, actually.
Abyssal will continue persisting on the sniper play here, and this div takes in the 20% add into last. Cam is able to get back Uber here and is going to be bobbing it on the heavy potentially. Oh, never.
It's crits, the crits, Tomislav, the Euro crits on Voxy is going to completely destroy the post, but this div needs a hero. Incredible play from them, and I'm not sure they are going to stay on crits. They're going to bring crits out to second here, not opting to pick up the enemy team's minigun or switch off. Once again, another Euro crits on last seen in ozfortress. As they come through unders here, still on crits, 50% crits for them. The blue team is just trying to get out of house to try and counter this aggression in Valley. You see a bit of a dry fight, both soldiers going in. Zaya trying to see what he can get, does get the demo pick. Critical play from Zaya, and both scouts just sitting on high ground, trying to pester away the enemy soldiers.
Looks like Chud is about to take this crits ad into mid. The Tira is walking straight in, and they're going to be bobbing the crits here, getting the demo, but the medic immediately is just shut down after the demo pick. Although this will result in a mid succeeded for Chud Life, it will come with consequences as this div has full Uber ad. They are
this div not fast enough to deny, but they are. Chud Life know that they can't hold this mid. Oh, maybe they can! Oh my goodness, Toast's gonna get the mid drop. Another mid drop in this back and forth match.
Pistol is back on Sniper, disregarding the demo man class. I mean, who needs it anyway? And he gets instantly shot down by Nam here.
Yeah, well said, SwaySway. Who does need the demo man class? As yeah, off-classing again onto Sniper. I believe that's the third or fourth time. Interesting plays, but we'll see. They are up 2-0 in the map. Maybe they don't need a demo man. They're trying to come through house here with the 50% advantage. Snake Eater is going to get caught on the right side. So we see Glitchy also staying in, trying to see what they can get, but is just going to fall in that shutter. Unfortunate for Glitchy, as this div needs a hero is going to back out to their own last point. And it is still Uber advantage for Chud Life. Let's see how they take this.
Big Uber ad for Chud Life, and this div is down Glitchy at the moment, so they will be taking this early, trying to. I assume they're going to be bombing on as soon as they get here. They're coming in from the right side, and they're about to bomb Pistol in.
Yeah, they're through right. Here comes the bomb from Pistol back on his main demo man. But it might not matter. Voxy gets incredible cap time. It's pixels away from being capped. All they need to do is clean up Snake Eater, and they do. Good play from the scouts for Chud Life. Once again, playing the point as the enemy team's just kiting and spawn, and they can't combat it.
They will be rolling out on crits this time. They must have loved it enough that they do not care. They do not care for Uber anymore. I mean, who needs Uber anyway? They're getting ready for another mid here.
Yeah, and let's see. Pistol is not going to go for the Quickie Bomb launcher, staying on default stickies, but they might win into Grand Finals here, playing crits and off-classing demo to Sniper. As we see the double bomb coming from Chud Life, a counter double bomb coming from this div needs a hero. Good surf from Cam is going to kite into Valley a little bit. They're coming back in, 85% crits. Not sure if this div needs a hero knows, but they are going to drop players. Still got the crits in Valley here, as we see they're just backing up a bit. Don't know if they want to use this crits in now or wait for the enemy to come into them. There's one pick on the scout. Voxy gets another pick on the scout. Voxy, incredible aim there. Cleaning up both scouts with beam. And Tom is just going to run away with his tail between his legs.
Chud will be taking mid for free this time around. And they will be keeping their full crits ad. They're going to be coming into Valley here, trying to see what they can get. I assume they're going to be critting onto Pistol, trying to stop the enemy gamers with the crits trigger. Although this div is bad.
Incredible shot from Zaya. I hope that was on this cast. Incredible mid drop from Zaya, an air shot in Valley. They are going to drop crits. Perhaps a salvage play from Zaya, as it's now sort of become a scrappy fight. Gali is low on 70 HP, but I believe is going to survive. And the Chud Life is just trying to see what they can get here, see if they can get the counter mid pick, but I don't think they're going to get it. I think this stuff needs a hero has stabilized. Chud Life are going to get the cap, but they are going to give it up immediately.
Very unfortunate drop on Cam's regard. This div will be on full add-on to last. Will they be taking it out, or will they just be playing? They are going to be taken out into the second here. Glitchy comes in with the Uber, tries to pick out Cam, and is able to find a big here, but will lose his life for it. Although Pistol is the flank demo on Spy, getting back onto last, trying to see to get the backup here. Everyone will be sacrificing themselves on second, and Pistol is able to
He's gonna get it!
On Spy.
We're all sitting around here with the demo meta, but we don't know that off-classing demo to Spy and Sniper is going to win you into it. I was ready to doubt that, but...
Toxicity comes in the chat here by Pistol, but he is able to get back up. We'll see how this mid goes. I believe the red team is still opting to go for crits here.
Yeah, it is 4-0 to Chud Life. One more round for Chud Life here, and they will win into Grand Finals. It is win or go home for this div needs a hero. We see a single bomb from Nam way up into the sky. Is going to get a couple rockets onto Scarly, but not the third. Scarly lives on 50 HP, but Tom and Snake Eater are going to fall for this div needs a hero. It's currently a 4v4. As we see a scout picked underneath house, or underneath the point rather. Scarly's going to rotate back to house. Glitchy's going to see what they can get. They do get the mid kill. And now it's all up to Glitchy versus these two scouts. Is going to get unfortunately disconnected from Scarly, and both the scouts win each of those 1v1s. Another mid win for Chud Life.
Yeah, two scouts always beat a scout with beam. Very unlucky fight that they ended up taking it there. Although this div will be coming back in with their own Spy, trying to get some toxicity in themselves. Glitchy will opt to engineer to heavy on. Heavy Barrow, they're just playing Haaland on second here.
Yeah, Zaya bringing the Pyro all the way out to second here.
The Spy is picked out. Very unfortunate.
I think Snake Eater might be on Huntsman. He is on Huntsman, walks out of the spawn with the Huntsman. This div needs a hero. They might be calling it quits here, I'm not sure. As we see, it is a crits charge for Chud Life. They're going to come into last here, probably on the Demo Man. Never mind, the Demo Man's on Tide Turner. As we've seen, perhaps the new meta coming out. They're bustling through Closet here. I think was that a drop? Did I miss something? A drop on Cam? But it might not matter. 3 players on the point for Chud Life.
Trying to get the recovery, and they unfortunately Scarly can't get the recovery there. Very good game coming in from both teams here. Looks like Chud Life will be taking their into first place badge home here. But I mean, this div still gets to keep all their clips from the first map. So for them, I guess.
Yeah, you might not win into it, but at least you'll have the clips. And that is it. Chud Life wins into Season 43 against this div needs a hero. They win 2 maps to 0, quite convincingly, I might say as well. 4-1 on the first map, 5-0 on the second.
We're gonna be taking a look at the logs here. Let's see if my BC can handle the logs this time around. And it seems to be a no, ladies and gentlemen. Corbt will have to take a look at the logs by himself this time. Never mind.
The cast is cursed. We got the logs up here. A 5-0 for Chud Life. The best player in the server, perhaps, the Pocket Scout for Chud Life.
Top damage, top assist.
Top assist, top damage, best KD, 347 on Metalworks.
And least death as well. Tira is just able to sweep out all the competition here, with all their stats being the top of the iceberg. Glitchy will be coming in on second place in damage with 305 on Combo Scout. Absolutely ridiculous stats for this intel. The off-classing Demo Man will be also taking third place on damage with 291. Seeing your demos being third place on damage doesn't happen all the time, but with stats this good, it will be unfortunate happening here. It looks like Snake Eater and Zaya are getting ready to be interviewed in general.
Yeah, let's get the interview
Yeah,
now.
let's get it in. Welcome in. You guys are the This Div representative. What do you guys have to say? How did it feel holding your rocket launches against an Inter Grand Finals? Also, you'll need
we
to
drag
drag
Zaya
Zaya's
mic in?
mic. Yeah.
Yeah, it felt good. I had a fun game regardless of whether or not we got rolled. I feel like a lot of the rounds on Granary were pretty close, but at the end of the day, what you
Granary
gonna
was
do, bro?
definitely a
Yeah,
back and
Granary
forth
was
game.
definitely, yeah.
Low key, like I was looking at the logs for their scrims before we went into finals, and I was like, well, it was a good season. Second place isn't bad. Like,
Yeah. You guys did get to take home a lot of clips. Snake Eater, you personally dropped the medic like 3 times by yourself on Granary there.
did I?
So
I don't think I did.
yeah, get it. I mean, I saw it with my own 2 eyes.
Man, bro. Holy-
SYBAU, Maddie.
Also, Bistel wants to get interviewed after this, so I will
Oh,
be.
no,
Get
get
him in here.
Pistol in now. What?
Get him in here.
Yeah,
What's up?
okay. Let me just go copy the invite and sending him.
I love Pistol.
Bistel might potentially be dropping slur, so bye to the cast after that.
Match the energy. Get it.
What did you feel, Zaya? How was it? How's it being in there?
Oh,
Bistel is in the server if you give him rolls.
I know. Drag him in. But it's
Right,
okay.
get him in.
It was a fun game. What was the question?
How did it feel? You know, how did it feel playing?
It was just fine. Eh? Just like a bit of fun. Like my team.
Yo.
Was it? Oh,
Yo,
the man of
hi.
the hour.
Hey, Pistol.
The man of the hour, yeah. The off-classing demo man. How did it feel holding the quickie bomb launcher, the sticky bomb launcher, and the tide turner into last there? You
have to change the meta.
And
True.
very true. I mean, people called whoever chose to get the gunboats on a madman, but now the meta is the gunboat, so maybe we'll be seeing Tide Turner and Bram next season.
Yeah.
How does it feel to take the first place into badge, Pistol?
It's alright.
Pistol will be aura farming
It's
the whole
alright.
competition with it.
Those guys also what the fuck?
It's pretty cool. Back to back.
Hmm.
Maybe next season we go for the third one.
Yes. Maybe next season you can play main on medic or something. I believe you can.
Yeah.
Was there any rhyme or reason to your demo man off classing, or was it just sort of a 0 and 2 aura kind of thing?
Nah, it's like, dude, Spy's OP. You gotta go Spy. Doesn't matter who's off classing. You gotta go Spy. Spy's OP.
Dude, it obviously worked. Like,
Yeah, the spy off class certainly worked. We might be seeing the new meta evolving
what was
right
the
now.
idea behind like holding Highlander classes on second there as well? I find that that was very interesting seeing this div coming up on like Pyro heavy and Spider and Sniper.
Wait, do you want like a PR answer or like a real answer?
Please a DR.
Give us one of each.
Low key, we were like it was already over, let's be honest. For like your favorite class, just have some fun, like why not? Just
kill the Meb with the Huntsman, like
yeah,
it's nothing for a guy like me.
Looking for that spy off class, like gotta do it all.
Will you guys be staying together for next season? And
no, I hate my team now because we lost, so I'm never gonna play with them again.
I can't stand playing with that Zaya guy. Like,
yeah,
fair enough. I wouldn't want to play with Zaya either.
Oh, that Tom guy was the worst person to play with. Dude. Just
Would you guys
energy all the time.
Will you guys be going to try to play high next season, or will you guys be sticking in Inter for another victory royale?
All I'm gonna say is like, look out, main.
Okay.
Legit.
Shout out Jam Wayne, shout out Big Groove and Section 8 Demon Nam.
Any shout outs you Zaya and Snake you don't want to give?
Shout out. Wait, Zaya, you go.
So was that me? Oh yeah, like YBG Don, shout out. That's about it. Pretty good. My team, I guess. Pretty good.
Snake it any shout out for you?
Shout out Peterbot, my goat. One day I'll be as good at TF2 is, as he's good at Fortnite.
You got any shout outs, Sway?
Oh, do I get to do this, dude? I thought I didn't. Shout out Onion, next open winner, maybe next prem winner next season. And it looks like Zaya got assassinated. So, what else we got on the agenda?
I think that's it. I'll give
shouting out,
a
man?
quick shout out to SwaySway for getting me on the cast. It was fun.
Yeah.
And congratulations to Chud Life. Commiserations for this div needs a hero, but Chud Life are your season 43 into grand final champions.
Shout out Luke. Shout out Henry Gamer. Shout out.
Are they in the
95.
chat asking you to get shout outs? I swear if they are.
Shout out. I don't know.
I think that'll do us here. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you to both teams for coming for the post-match interviews. And thank you for Mitchie for observing. And thanks to all the viewers.
Shout out Doku. He carried me on Flank Scout this season.